Hello my dear friends, a very warm welcome to all of you to our day 9 of 14 days SQL-PRO challenge. Today we are going to explore the CTE based queries along with some more concepts. So basically we are going to see mixed concepts based on CTE as well as functions, window functions, distinct keyword and many more. So let's quickly start it with the queries. So let's begin with our query number 1, and it is saying to get the customers who ordered from more than 2 restaurants. Okay, basically we have to identify those customers who like to explore. So our task is to find those customers who have ordered from at least 3 different restaurants. Okay, how can we do it? So here as a result we must have the customer name as well as the count of restaurants, okay, from which they have placed the order. So for that what we will do, we will firstly create a CTE, and in this we will what we will have to do, we have to simply count the distinct restaurants ID customer wise. Okay, restaurant ID we have to count them, and how? Customer ID wise. So we have to use group by customer ID, correct? And then later on we will simply put the where clause where restaurant count is greater than 2. Right, now let's start writing the code and then it will be more clear. So firstly we will create the CTE, and for that we have to write with, and let's give it a name. So I'm giving it customer restaurant count. Okay, now what this CTE is going to do, so this CTE will basically count the distinct restaurant ID, and this counting will be customer ID wise. Okay, so we have to apply the group by customer ID. So let's write select and select the customer ID and the count of distinct restaurant ID as rest count. I'm giving the alias name as rest count, and from orders table now we have to use the group by customer ID, right? Fine. Now we have to select customer name from the customers table. Okay, so customer name, as well as we will select the this rest count that we have created from which table, so from this table, and let's give it CR as alias name and join it with the customers table. C on what basis? So on where customers table customer ID is equal to the customer rest counts table customer ID. Now we have to apply the condition, so where this restaurant count is greater than 2. This is it that we have to do. Now let's run it, and after running you can see that you have your customer name and your restaurant count. So Vivan Sharma have placed the orders from 3 restaurants, Krishna Verma from 5 restaurants. Okay, so what we did, we firstly have created a table using CTE concept, and in this table there is customer ID and the count of distinct restaurants ID, and this is what, this is customer ID wise. Now we have selected the customer name and the restaurant count, and we simply apply the where clause where restaurant count is greater than 2. This is it, guys. I hope it's clear. Now come to our query number 2, and in this query we will see the order placed on weekends. Fine. So what we have to do, we basically have to list all those order IDs, okay, that are placed on Saturday and Sunday. How can we do it? So for that we have to use the date function to get the day of the week from the order date. So we will apply here date function. Now see how. Okay, so at the very first I'm going to create our CTE. So with, now the name of the CTE is weekend orders. As how we are going to create it, so we are firstly selecting the order ID and the order date, and then we are going to extract day of week from the order date column as day num. Its alias name is as day num. Now from orders tables these data are available. Then we have to select order ID as well as order date. Okay, from which table? So from this weekend orders table. Now we have to simply apply the condition, so where day num in 1 and 7. This is it. Here 1 means Sunday and 7 means Saturday. Now let's run it, and you have all those orders ID where orders have been placed on weekend, which is Saturday and Sunday. So these are the order IDs. Okay, so here we have seen how to use this CTE and we have applied this date function as well. Now come to our third query and see one more interesting thing. So here we have to get the cheapest item in each restaurant. We have to get the cheapest item in each restaurant. So basically we have to show the restaurant name, item name, and the price of the cheapest dish that they are selling. So for that, firstly we will create a CTE for the minimum price. Okay, here we have to select what? We will select restaurant ID and we will select the minimum price. Okay, and a minimum price what? It would be restaurant ID wise. Fine. So let's quickly see. So here with, and I'm giving the name of this CTE is min price as what? So where we are selecting restaurant ID and we are applying this min function on the price column as min price from menu item table, and we are using the group by restaurant ID. Right. Now we have to select restaurant name from the restaurant table. It's rest name. And we have to select the item name from the menu table, and we have to select what? Price from the menu table. Now we will simply join these two tables. So from min price MP and join it with the menu item table M. Right? On what basis? So where menus table restaurant ID is equal to the menu minimum price tables restaurant ID. Correct? As well as we have to join it with the restaurant table too. On what basis? So on where restaurants table restaurant ID is equal to the menus table restaurant ID. So we have used this minimum price and menu item to get the price and the restaurant ID. The restaurant table we have joined to get the restaurant name. So now let's run it. And here you can see the restaurant name, Happy Kitchen, item this, and the minimum price is this. Okay, so minimum price from the menu. This is how we can get it. So this is it, guys. Now you will get your task, and you simply, I will clearly explain what you have to do in your task. And in the task, you will see a clear explanation that what you exactly have to do. Okay, so that things will be a little easier for you. Alright, so see you tomorrow, guys. Till then, take care. Keep practicing. Bye-bye.